Hello everyone, I'm Janil. So, welcome back to another videos. Today I have my first review, which is going to be for Black Widow, which released today, both on cinemas and Disney Plus. So I'm gonna do a review for it. But before that, please subscribe, like, and comment below if you guys like the movie. And if you guys follow my social media description below. But before I start it, this is my first review, so if I do something wrong or something, comment down below if stuff I should improve on these types of videos, because I will try to do more reviews for the channel. So yeah, so let's go. The whole premise of the Black Widow movie was family, and I really like the dynamic that this family had. You know, Melina, Elena, Natasha, and Alexei. I really like the dynamic that they had. One thing that I really didn't like about Alexei was one scene in the prison before he got rescued by Natasha and Elena, was that he was arm wrestling a guy, which is a dude from the comics, like a really big one. I think he is a bear, like a Russian bear in the comics. I think, if I'm not wrong, I think he is like a giant bear, like a superhero. Like he was arm wrestling him while getting a tattoo. Like he was getting Red Guardian type tattooed on his back. So basically, he was getting himself tattooed in him. But like, the dude that was doing that tattoo had to be really careful, because Alexei was arm wrestling the dude. Like he was moving all of his skin. He was using his strength. Like how didn't the tattoo just like came off awfully? Like, so that was one of the flaws that the movie had. One thing I really didn't like also was the Taskmaster reveal. Uh, Early in the movie, we found out that Natasha, you know, killed the main villain's daughter in the movie, Antonia, like in an explosion. But like, I don't know how she survived, like with only one half of her face burnt, but like she did. I don't know how, but I really didn't like that reveal. I feel like if they chose, I know, Mason, or actually made the original Taskmaster from the comics to be the Taskmaster in the MCU, would be a much better idea. Like choosing Tony Masters instead of Antonia, a girl which supposedly died in an explosion that Natasha committed and technically killed both Antonia and her father, which is the main villain of the movie, which I forgot the name. I think it's Drevsky. I don't know, but she killed them both. But they're alive somehow. So that's one of the things that I didn't like about the movie. One thing that I really liked about the movie was Elena Belova in the movie. I feel like Florence Pugh did a really good job with Yelena. I like that the inner scene where she had her like confrontation against Natasha. Like Natasha was complaining uh, about not really having a family. I mean, she had a family, but like she thought that Alexei and Melina abandoned her, and Yelena. She thought that she was abandoned once again, because her original mother abandoned her, and she didn't want the same to happen to her again. So she felt really mad. But Yelena um, was actually really sad about that, because she actually saw Melina and Alexei as their real parents. Because she was a little girl and started the movie before getting chosen to become a Black Widow. So that was a really emotional scene for Yelena, and I think Florence Pugh nailed that scene, which I really enjoyed. The thing that I really liked was like the throwback or stuff from the Winter Soldier. No, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Uh, I like that they brought up the tech for the cloaking face. Which Natasha and Melina switched faces in the movie for their plan to work, which was canceling the Black Widows from getting mind controlled by the Red Room. I really like that they brought up that, and the movie really delivered in throwbacks to the Winter Soldier. Like the action is really similar. Oh, there's one chase scene between Taskmaster and Natasha and Elena, which really reminded me of the scene where the cops were chasing Nick Fury and the Winter Soldier, which is one of my favorite scenes, actually. And that was actually the first time we saw Taskmaster in MCU and leaked set photos for the movie. Um, and another thing that actually reminded me a lot of Winter Soldier was the final battle. So the Red Room is like a sky high no building thing, which reminded me of the type of building from the Winter Soldier, which got destroyed at the end of the movie. Like like a mix of the Triskelion, I think it's its name, and Helicarrier. So they're both really similar. And the when the Red Room crash really reminded me of the Triskelion falling in the Winter Soldier. So that's something I really liked. Another thing was by General Ross kind of give a shout out to Falcon, I think the Winter Soldier, and Ant-Man. She mentioned and she said that Steve Rogers was on the run, so basically confirming that Black Widow isn't alive. This is set after Civil War, in before Endgame. I like that Natasha already had the hair dye for her to change her hair to blonde, which set up the event, her blonde hair in Infinity War, which actually appeared in the end of the movie 2 weeks after the event, after the final battle, where she was with Mason, and Mason got her a Quinjet and basically abandoned her motorbike in the middle of the street. I'm assuming Mason kept the bike, but Natasha went back to the Avengers headquarters, I think, with Yelena's vest. So Yelena stayed where she was with Melina and Alexia, I think, while Natasha went back to the Avengers, leading up to the events of Infinity War. Um, and about the post-credit scene, I really like the post-credit scene because we once again saw Val from the Falcon and Winter Soldier, which she basically is forming her Dark Avengers, or Thunderbolts, which she already has U.S. agent, and apparently Val and Yelena already met in the past. This post-credit scene is set after Endgame, where Yelena is visiting Natasha's grave with her dog, which is a mention, like I don't know, yeah, a mention of the previous scene where Yelena said that she wanted a puppy, a dog. So it's cool to see that Val and Yelena already met, but Val had a new target, and she specifically wanted to hand over the target to Yelena, which just is setting up for the Hawkeye series, where Val somehow knows things, somehow manipulates Yelena to thinking that Clint Barton, or Hawkeye, is the reason that Natasha died in Endgame, but he isn't the reason. That post-credit scene was leading up to the Hawkeye show, where apparently Yelena will appear and apparently have a confrontation with Hawkeye. And hopefully she will have also a confrontation with Kate Barton, so that would be cool. So I like the movie a lot. I think it had some flaws, which I really didn't talk about this in the video because I really the video would be a lot longer if I talked about all of the flaws that the movie had. There aren't much. I mean, there are some, but I still enjoy the movie for what it is and what it was supposed to achieve, a close to Natasha's story. So to the Black Widow movie, I give a 8.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget, this is my first review, so if I'm still a newbie, you guys can comment down below in the comments. So yeah, I'm Neil. Peace out. Take care.